Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. So in today's video I am talking you through my top 5 products from my top 5 brands. All of these brands are cruelty free, they're all so affordable, and I'm not going to waffle on any longer because I know that this video is going to be so long because I have out in front of me 25 products and I love every single one. I feel so passionately about every single one. If you are into makeup, affordable makeup, drugstore makeup, cruelty-free makeup, etc., you will want to subscribe down below. That is the only content that I post here on this channel. I post 3 times a week, on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Friday, and I'm going to stop waffling now. I'm going to get into these brands. So the 5 brands that I'm talking about today are Elf, Revolution, Collection, Essence and Beauty Bay. They are my top 5 brands. I could do without, I was about to say I could do without all of the other brands, but I think that is a lie. I love makeup. These are definitely my favourite ones though, and these are definitely my favourite products. And in no particular order, this is just how I happen to have laid them out on my table today. I'm going to start with Elf. And these are the 5 products that I'm talking about today. So let's go in some sort of order here. Base to like end products. First up, the Elf Halo Glow. Who saw this coming? This is in absolutely everybody's favourites of all time that does makeup, that talks about makeup, that likes makeup. Everybody loves this for good reason. It's absolutely fantastic. I like putting this on underneath my makeup, all over the face. Well, not all over, like I do sort of do it a little bit more targeted than just absolutely everywhere. I don't put it like down the centre of the face. I do keep it more on the high points where you would put a highlighter. I also really like mixing this in with foundation. That's what I'm wearing today. I've mixed this in with the Sleek In Your Tone foundation. It shears out the coverage, so if you have a very high coverage foundation that you want a little bit less coverage and a little bit glowy, try that trick. It's absolutely fantastic. This is the shade 2, so this is like my summer shade. I'm not quite there yet. I'm still very much a fair gal, but in like the height of summer, this is perfect. It's like a warm glow under your makeup. Everybody talks about it for a reason. Truly, it's fantastic. Then, what would be the next product out of these ones? Probably brows. The Elf Wow Brow. If you are like me and you are blessed with the blondest of eyebrows, but you want the darkest of eyebrows, this is fantastic. It has the tiniest little wand, so you can really get into the, I was about to say lashes, it's not lashes, it's your eyebrow hairs. Really get into the hairs, coat them with the product, which is like a thick fibery liquid, and it builds up your brows to make them look so full and so fluffy and like you've been blessed with naturally dark brows. I wear this every single day without fail, unless I'm trying a different brow gel, which generally I'm not because this is like, it can't be beaten. This is my favourite. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to say that after every product, funnily enough, because these are all my favourites. In case you missed my last video that I literally just finished filming, this look here, I am slowly losing my mind today, so I'm going to try and be a little bit like concise and to the point with all of my points here. I mean, I've already rambled on for 5 minutes. If you haven't subscribed already, I would love it if you would subscribe down below. I promise I'm not always this crazy. Then, mascara. Again, this is the mascara that I'm wearing. I also have false lashes on, so a little bit of false advertising there. But I do genuinely have this mascara on. The Elf Lash and Roll. Also, like, side note, if we're just specifying Elf mascaras, absolutely fantastic. This is probably my favourite one because I have another mascara coming up that is quite different. The Big Mood is fantastic for like very thick, very chunky lashes. This is very good for very long, very curled, very volumized lashes. So they serve a different purpose, like different mascaras, whatever your preference is. But Elf mascaras in general last so fantastically well on me. I do not like a mascara unless it actually stays put. No smudging, no crumbling, no transferring, nothing. I want my mascara to still be on my lashes at the end of the day, and I don't feel like that's too much to ask for. However, a lot of mascaras don't do that. This one absolutely does. Truly fantastic. If you haven't tried it, this is the newest mascara release from e.l.f. It's wonderful. It stays so well. It's like a natural but long and volumized mascara. It's amazing. Then I think this is the oldest product in this category from e.l.f. I wore this setting spray on my wedding day, and my makeup looked just as good at the end of the day as it did at like 9 o'clock in the morning. It was like, how many hours would it have been? Like 12, 13, 14, 15 hours in like 27-degree heat, because who plans a wedding in a heat wave? Not me. This made my makeup last all day long. Have I even said what it is? Do you see what I mean about me slowly going insane today? The Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist. It has the most incredible mist on it. I'll try and show you, but obviously it's so fine you probably won't be able to see it. That is how fine it is. It's one of those that you can like spray all over your face and you don't realise, and then when you open your eyes your face is soaking wet. And it truly does lock everything in. It just melts all of the powder products into your skin to make everything look so much more natural, to make everything obviously stay in place all day long. And it truly, truly does that. It's mind-blowing how it just makes all powders like melt into your skin, and then suddenly it looks like, oh, you're not wearing bronzer and blush and highlight, that's just how you woke up. And no, it's the setting spray. And then lastly, these little lip glosses from e.l.f. These are the Glossy Lip Stains, and I just picked one of them up. What shade did I pick? Basic Beige. Yeah, this is probably one of my favourite colours as well. I have all of them just out of shot, just here. I've got them all. Every single shade, and they're all fantastic. They truly leave like a stain on your lips. They go on glossy, but then as the colour, well, not the colour because the colour stays, but as the glossiness fades off, it leaves the colour. So you don't have to worry about like reapplying, because it still looks like you've got your lipstick on. Again, mind-blowing. I don't know how they do it. And come autumn, you better believe I'm going to be wearing those berry tones every single day. So the next brand is Revolution, and I am like blanket statement all Revolution brands. So we've got Relove, we've got I Heart Revolution, and we've got just the bog standard Makeup Revolution here. This is my all-time favourite foundation. I wear this every single day. I have the tiniest little bit left in the bottom, and I've mentioned about 7 million times that I desperately need to get another one, and I will. In fact, I might do that today actually, because I think as I'm filming this, and this was like weeks ago as you're seeing it, I think they have 3 for 2 on. So I think I might go on and do a Revolution haul. Anyway, that's me going off on a tangent again. The Relove Super Serum Foundation, the Hyaluronic Acid Serum Foundation. If you don't know, I've got dry skin, so obviously a hyaluronic acid foundation is going to be right up my street. This is in the shade F3, and truly it is my perfect shade. And this foundation is like my perfect foundation. You would think a serum foundation it's going to be lightweight. No, it is medium coverage, but you can absolutely build it up to full coverage. I don't generally do that on an everyday basis. I'm happy with a light to medium, but this is medium coverage. Like, it covers everything in just one layer. So good, blends out so easily. They don't have a great shade range considering the amount of coverage that you get in this. They don't have a great shade range, but if you can find a shade that works for you, absolutely pick it up. And I think this bottle is like a £5. Like, it just blows my mind. Then this powder, another one, I cannot stop using it. Obviously, because these are my favourite products, I need to come up with different words. This is the Revolution IRL Filter Powder, the duo one. It's got like the loose powder in the bottom and the pressed powder in the top. The pressed powder is fine, it's not my favourite, but the loose powder in the bottom, it blurs. It smooths everything out, but it doesn't dry out my skin. It doesn't leave a dry, heavy feeling on the skin. It just sets everything in so nicely. I use these little like triangle puffs to like set just where I need it, which generally is like this area under my eyes, a little bit on the chin, maybe across the upper lip because you don't want to look sweaty there. And then I sort of turn them round and go right in there and like a little bit across the forehead, and that's all I do. It sets everything in, it gets rid of the shine, but you still look glowy. It doesn't look dry, it doesn't look matte, it doesn't look like a heavy setting powder. It truly does just look like an airbrushed filter on your skin. And I feel like I've gone on about that powder in particular so much recently as it's like getting into summer, and I'm wanting my makeup to still look glowy and to look fresh but set, and I still want things to look set and I still want things to be set in place all day, but I don't want things to be too glowy and I don't want things to be too shiny. Speaking of glowy and shiny, my favourite highlighter of all time, and I literally went on about this highlighter in the video where I was filming this makeup look because this is the highlight that I'm wearing today, in case you need a reference point for how incredible this highlight is. This is the advert for it. This is what I wore on my wedding day. I would absolutely run out in a heartbeat and get another one of these if I ever lost it. If I was getting married again, I would absolutely wear this. I have never found a highlight that tops this. And I've tried a lot, like I've got a whole drawer just of highlights at this point, and none of them are quite like this. So this is the Revolution Highlight Reloaded in Just My Type. Again, they have this formula, they have this highlight in so many different shades, so if you are lighter than me or deeper than me, you can find one that will work for your skin tone. However, if you are fair to light, like I am, and you want something that's warm and you want something that's glowy, but you don't want something that's too glittery, this is a highlight. Like, just give it a go. I think this was like £4. Truly, it's like juicy on the skin and it blows my mind. Then, sorry, I've got things like stood up here for like the last category and I keep knocking them with my elbows. These eyeshadow palettes, I have videos testing each of these individually, swatching them, and again, they blow my mind. The middle shades in these are truly mind-blowingly beautiful. You can't, I don't feel like you can picture how pretty they are just from the package. Like, the swatches of these, go and watch them if you're interested. I will link the videos wherever I link them. The swatches of these middle shades in each of these, mind-blowing. They're like duochrome, like I'm thinking specifically this one, which is White Vanilla Cream. This middle shade is like white and cream, and then when it catches the light it goes like pinky, iridescent, blinding, beautiful, all the webs. And every single middle shade in all three of these, they have more shades than just those three. They are all the same. That centre shade is like, you know, sound effects. Come with your eyeshadows. And then mascara. So like I was saying with that e.l.f. mascara, sometimes I want really big clumpy lashes, sometimes I want something a little bit more natural. If I want something more natural, I go for the e.l.f. one. If I want something thicker and bigger and chunkier, I go for this one. This is the Revolution 5D Whip Lift Mascara, and this gives the chunkiest, the most volumized, lengthened as well, curled as well, all of that, but chunky and dramatic and all of those words, and that's generally what I prefer in a mascara. Generally I do prefer something to be very thick and very dramatic, and this absolutely does that. The wand is like a plastic bristled wand, but it's almost, it looks like a natural bristle, but it is plastic, but it's so thick and it grabs every single lash, it coats them, again, doesn't crumble, lasts so fantastically well all day long. Mwah. Beautiful. Then the next brand is Collection, and 3 out of the 5 products here I have only found in the last month or so as I'm filming this. But truly they have changed my makeup game, and I know that they are going to be firm favourites forever. So the ones that are older favourites are these 2 here. So first up, the Lasting Perfection Concealer. It's a classic for a reason, everybody's tried it for a reason. Truly fantastic concealer. It's high coverage, it's a lot of coverage, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels not like nothing, you can feel it. It's there, you can feel it on your skin, but it cancels out everything. If you've got dark circles, if you've got a big old zit on your head, this will cover it. Again, it comes in so many colours, so many shades. They also have like colour corrector versions of this as well. I haven't tried those, but I would be interested to. This is like a matte finish, so I don't find that I have to set this. They have hydrating versions. This, I would say, is my favourite one, even though I have dry skin. And then the other old favourite is this teeny tiny little blush here. This is the Collection Soft Glow Blush. This is in the shade Cherry. This is what I'm wearing today. I do also have another blush on underneath. That will be coming up in a second. I have every single shade of these. They have 4. They're coming out with some more. I've seen them on their website. They haven't launched yet. They are the nicest powder blushes. They blend out so beautifully. They do leave a really nice glow on the skin. On an everyday basis, I wear these and I don't put a highlight on over the top. These by themselves leave a really nice glow. They're really pigmented. You need a really, really tiny amount, and they blend out so nicely on the skin. Again, chef's kiss, absolutely beautiful, can't stop going on about them. Then the next product I wanted to talk about was the Collection Vit Hit Neon Eyeliners. If you don't know, then hi, I'm Millie, I love colourful makeup. I only have the green one of these, but I do want to pick up the other shades because I've seen other people using them and they look incredible as well. The look that I like to do with this, I'll put a picture on screen if I can find one, is like a black wing, but then with this over the top. So it's like 2 lines, and it's like a 60s sort of very fun sort of retro look, and I truly, truly love it. These, again, last so well all day. They don't crack, they don't crumble. The colour stays really, really vibrant all day. They are like a brush tip, which I find easier to use than like a felt tip, sort of an applicator. The colour is so vibrant. Obviously, it's like, it's got the best base to work on with me being fair, but I do also think they show up really well on deep skin. I'm sure I've seen other people's wearing this with deeper skin and it still shows up, so I would highly recommend if you're in the market for a colourful eyeliner. And then the last 2 products from Collection are these 2 here. So obviously I've got to mention this because I've worn it in every single video since I tested it. Basically, the Filter Finish Liquid Blush Light Wand in the shade 2 Peach Pleasure is absolutely fantastic. Like I say, I know I've said it for every single product, but truly, I cannot stop. There's a reason I didn't include the Halo Glow wands, blush wands, because these are better. These are a better formula, they blend out easier, the colour I think is nicer, there's more glow, the applicator is better, it's cheaper, and it's a bigger tube. Have I convinced you? These are better than the e.l.f. ones, and the e.l.f. ones are so viral, but I think that these deserve 2 more than the e.l.f. ones. It's just that the e.l.f. ones got there sooner, basically. But I think if these went out first, then these would be more viral if they went out sooner, in my opinion. Just my opinion. And then the Collection Cream Bronzer. Again, this is a brand new release, but this is the bronzer that I'm wearing today. I struggle with bronzer because I want something warm, but I don't want to look orange. I want something that's going to make me look really healthy, but I don't want it to be too pigmented. I want to still be able to blend it really well, and this for me is the best of all of those requirements that I have. It says on the back of this that this is shade 1 bronze. However, I do believe when I went to buy this that there was only one shade. Hopefully they will come out with more, because obviously this is not going to be a bronzer colour on everybody. But for me, I really love it. It's like a cream formula where I work it in with a brush. I specifically work it in with one of these brushes. I also do the blush with these brushes as well. This is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. This is just dense enough and just the right size where I can like work it in to the product, blend it onto the skin, and then like buff it out all with the same brush. I don't think that this would work necessarily the same with more of a like fluffy brush, although it dries to a powder finish. I do find that using something a little bit more dense like this works best. So that is all of my collection picks, and they are like, I know that there's a lot of like new products there, but truly mind-blowingly good. Next up is Essence. Now you can't get Essence in the UK drugstore, however you can get them at Wilko. You can also get them online. I get them from justmylook.co.uk or .com, and it ships really quickly. If you spend over £10 you get free postage, so that's like, you're probably not going to spend less than that. First up is a foundation. This is the Stay All Day 16-hour long lasting foundation. I wear this currently in the shade 08 Soft Vanilla. I'm actually probably a little bit too tanned for this. Genuinely stays all day, looks so smooth on the skin. You can sheer it right out if you use a sponge and just dab a little bit on. You can sheer it right out. You can also build it right up. Looks so beautiful on the skin. One that I had to like tell myself not to use, genuinely, because between that and the Revolution one I could just use both of these every single day. So good. And Essence, I would say out of all of these, Essence is probably the most affordable one. I can't remember how much basically any of these products are, but I'm fairly certain this foundation was maybe like £4 or £5. So good. And I do believe they have a good shade range for that as well, better than this Revolution one anyway. Then I know I said that that Revolution highlight was my favourite, but I do have two, and I'm counting these as one product because they are quite similar. But this is the Essence the highlighter, and this is Essence Gimme Glow Luminous Highlighter. Both of these are beautiful. They're more, I wouldn't say that they were chunky glittery, but they are more reflective than that Revolution Just My Type one. They are more, they're just more on the first dip. But I love both of these. Again, I think they have quite a lot of shades. The Gimme Glow one, they have a more pinky toned one. This is the champagne-y one, glowy champagne, and this is 01 Mesmerizing in the highlighter. Again, they blend out really nicely. They sink into the skin beautifully, give a really nice glow. They are similar. They are similar. But I drown myself in highlight every single day, and like I say, I've got a whole drawer, so I've got lots to choose from. Then I've got another blush, which I've got another one coming up in a minute as well. So this is Essence the Blush, and this shade in particular is 40 Beloved. These are very slightly glowy, not as glowy as this like collection formula. They are more matte than that, but they are smooth on the skin. They are so pigmented on the skin. Again, really great shade range, lots of different shades to choose from, and they're just another one. They're like a staple. You don't have to worry about it. You can just dip your brush in, blend it out, you know what you're getting. It's just a really great staple blush in my collection, I have found. Then I wanted to mention these, like this is my product number 4. I don't have these on today, but this is my second pack of these. The first pack I wore pretty much every single day in like December, because I was doing like more glam makeup. I was doing like Christmas and festive makeup, and I felt like lashes were needed. Really affordable lash option. These are the Lash Princess Wispy False Lash Effect. These also have glue in them. I have continued to reuse this glue from the first pack. It's like a teeny tiny little thing, but it's still going strong. I mean, I've used it today. These I trimmed down a little bit, but not too much. They're very long. They're very dramatic. For somebody who doesn't wear lashes, these are a lot. But if you want something to just elevate a look a little bit, I really recommend these. I just picked them up on a whim, honestly, and now they are like a staple. I always keep a pack in. And then lastly, from Essence, I need to talk about the eyeliners. These are, well, I've got 2 formulas again, but they're similar. The coloured ones here are the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil. I have more shades than these. These are just the ones that I picked out. They have matte ones, they have shimmery ones, they have any colour that you could possibly ever think of. You want a hot pink eyeliner that's like way out there, they have one. You want a blue, you want a navy, you want a green, you want a brown, you want a sparkly brown. They have every single one. And my favourite way of using these, and the way that I use them at least twice a week, I would say, is I scribble it along the lash line, and then I take like a dense sort of pencil brush and I like smudgy and tappy and create a smoky wing. And it's so quick, it's so easy, and once they set down after like a minute or 2, they do not budge. That colour is there, that colour is on the lash line, is on the wing. It's there, it's set, you don't have to worry about it. It comes off with a little bit of micellar water. At the end of the day, again, I don't want any of my products to smudge or move or crumble or flake, and they truly last all day. And then this one, which I'm like adding on because it is still a pencil eyeliner, it's just a different name. This is the Stay and Play Gel Eyeliner in Silky Nude. I have this in my lower waterline today, and I use this every single day pretty much. If I'm doing something a little bit darker, like today I've got like quite a dark brown pinky smoky eye, I always use this to like open up the eyes back up again. It just brightens things up. Again, lasts really well. I've had this on for quite a while now. If you watch that last video where I'm applying this, you'll know that it took me some time. It took me like 2 hours to film, so that's why I'm croaky. But another staple in my routine. And then the last brand that I wanted to talk to you about is Beauty Bay. Would it even be me if I didn't mention Beauty Bay? And again, some of these are like newer products to me, but I already know that they're going to be staples in my routine. So this is the Beauty Bay Glow Filter. This, used in a very specific way, mixed in with your foundation. Like how I said with the e.l.f. Halo Glow, I do sometimes like doing this same technique with that. This one I do also apply underneath my foundation. I wouldn't necessarily do that with this one. So they do serve a slightly different purpose in my collection. 1 pump of this mixed in with a higher coverage foundation, say the Revolution IRL. Shears out the coverage, adds a glow, adds a juiciness to the skin, makes a foundation that I would generally just keep for like special occasions like that because it's too much full coverage, makes it wearable for an everyday basis. And I have had this not that long, truly, at the point of filming this. I've maybe had this about 2 weeks and I've used so much of it. Honestly, such a fantastic product, and I prefer the packaging of this. I prefer that this has a pump on the top of it rather than this, which is obviously, they're both duping the Charlotte Tilbury one. Like, I'm not gonna lie about it, they are obviously doing that. But I think that I prefer, well, I don't think, I know I prefer the Beauty Bay one. This, I will do it, but just know that it's the product, not me. I don't like that. I don't like the noise that it makes. It makes me feel a little bit sick. Whereas this is just a pump, doesn't make a noise. So yeah, I prefer the packaging for that one. Then, an old favourite. And by old, I'm like using that term loosely because the first Beauty Bay product that I got around about a year ago. So I know that I've not had these that long because I only got my first eyeshadow palettes a year ago. But these liquid eyeshadows, again, I'm wearing this one today. I didn't plan this. I was like, I've got good makeup on, I need to film another video, and I decided to do this one. This is the one that I'm wearing today, like across the inner part of my lid. The Beauty Bay liquid eyeshadow. This is in the shade Peach Quartz, but also this one, which is my favourite colour of all time. This is Malachite. These are so versatile in my collection. I use them like this as like a topper for like a smoky eye. I will use just one of these blended right out as like a very light wash of glitter. One of my favourite ways to do this is to do a really big wing and then take like an angled liner brush and get the actual colour off the applicator and draw it onto the wing, so I end up with a green, teal, glittery, sparkly, incredible wing. And it's no fallout, it's so easy to do, they are so affordable. They only have, I do believe on the website currently, they only have these 2 shades, and honestly, if I could request one thing from Beauty Bay, it is please bring out more shades of these, because genuinely I want every colour. I want like a bronze, I want a gold, I want a silver, I want a navy, I want a purple. I want every colour in a liquid glittery eyeshadow. I know it's not for everybody, but it's for me. Then another eye product is the Beauty Bay eyeshadow base. So this is base 2. I do believe base 1 is just white, like pure white. This is like my skin tone, very fair, but again they have lots of shades of these to suit your skin tone. So if you wanted something that was more as just like a base to like cancel things out for eyeshadows to go on top of, you can get one that's like in your actual like skin tone. This is perfect for me. Obviously it wouldn't be for everybody, but they have more options. Then another like fairly new one, but one that I can't stop reaching for, the liquid blush, and this one specifically, Peaches. This is like a matte finish, so it's different than the other blushes that I've mentioned. So I'm counting this as a, like, it's okay to mention 70 favourite blushes. These are so incredibly pigmented. You need the tiniest little bit, and my favourite way of using these, because I really have a problem with the applicator on these, and I don't know why. It's like it's too long and too firm and too straight. I'm losing my mind today. My favourite way to use these is to actually dab it straight onto, I'm gonna have a laughing fit now, is to actually dab this straight onto the brush apply it this way and blend it out that way, rather than putting the applicator like straight onto my face, because then I'll just get too much products. They're so pigmented. They are mind-blowingly pigmented. Like, genuinely, I got all 4 shades of these and they're gonna last me forever, especially the deeper shades, like the tiniest little dot. It will do. They are a matte finish, so I personally would feel as though I had to go in with a highlight over the top, because obviously I love the glow, but so good. And then lastly, we are finally on to the last product I'm going to desperately try and hold in my laughter, the Beauty Bay eyeshadows. So we have the neutral and every single one. Just take it that every single Beauty Bay eyeshadow is fantastic, every single palette. The neutral is what I'm wearing today, so I wanted to just highlight that one again. If you are a neutral girly or guy, or anything in between, this is all of the colours that you could possibly ever need. It has like pops of purple, it has pops of pink, there's warms, there's neutrals, there's cool tones, there is absolutely everything. This bottom row, I find myself reaching for more than I thought I necessarily would. There's like gunmetals sort of colours, and genuinely, for a gal who likes to wear colourful eye makeup so often, sometimes you just need a brown, like, through... Sometimes you just need a brown. Oh my goodness. Sometimes you just need a little bit of a transition tone through your crease, and that is absolutely the one that I reach for so often. And then this is my most recent one, but I have been wearing yellows so often, and I tested this like 3 days ago as I'm recording this, but such beautiful summery bright shades, and I really hope that they bring this out just so you can get the eyeshadow palette, because they did this as like a full collection with other things in it, but this is obviously the whole reason that I bought that bundle, and it's absolutely fantastic. I will say this size, which is the 42 pan, it's big. It is a big boy, and I can't actually like hold this and do my makeup in it at the same time because it's too heavy. Like, I can hold it for 30 seconds, but it takes me 30 minutes to do my eyeshadows. So I need to have like my table cleared when I'm using these. I also have the 42 in a bright palette, but the other ones I have in a 9 pan. I would say that if there is a colour story specifically that like speaks to you, you're really into your blues, you might want to get the 42 pan in the midnight. If you really like the pinks, you might want to get the 42 pan in the berries. I do wish I had held off and got the 42 pans, however I have the 9 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 6 of the palettes, so I feel like it's a little bit of a waste me now buying the 42 pan, but I still look at them from afar and think that they are absolutely beautiful. So I have completely lost my voice now, and I have also completely lost my mind. You have just witnessed me slowly but surely going insane. So if you've made it to the very end of this probably incredibly long video, then thank you ever so much for watching. Let me know what your favourite products are as well down below. What are your top 5 brands? Are they the same as mine? Like, I don't know, what other brands would have been in contention? Honestly, like, I have favourites from Sleek, I have favourites from MUA, I have favourites from Profusion, but I don't think I have like 5 that are like cream of the crop, you know? So let me know what your top 5 brands would be. Let me know if any of these of my favourites are your favourites as well. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you've made it to the very end, please give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps like boost the algorithm and such, so that more people can witness me slowly going mad. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye!